My name is Jonas Borg. I've been a full-time freelance photographer for almost 15 years. I like this Lumix G because it's very nimble, very user-friendly, and it delivers great pictures. I like the retro design, and when I'm out, it's not intimidating. It's easy to have in your hand. If it's a rainy day in the city, I try to use that to my advantage. For instance, using reflections on the street in my compositions. What makes me happy walking around Berlin is all the colors that exist. The street art, colorful graffiti, all the artisans, all the markets. I enjoy talking to people because I get to know the culture, I get to know the people, I get to know the city. With a live viewfinder on this camera, I can have a more intimate relationship to my photographs or my photography. I can block out the rest of the world and just shoot. When you're meeting somebody who's very passionate about their work, it could be a street artist, it could be doing traditional craft, but as long as that person have a passion and you can photograph that. Post-focus is very handy when I'm not really sure how I will use the picture. You have the option to later choose where you want the focus. Taking pictures of movement is a challenge, but it's a fun challenge. I enjoy coming here to Berlin to photograph people, and people are almost always on the move in one way or another. What I like with this Lumix G is the 4K photo. It helps me to capture those otherwise very hard to catch high-speed moments. A tricky thing when doing street photography is that things sometimes happen very, very quickly. And you have to be very flexible and open-minded to change. To be able to literally change focus from one thing to another is very, very important. I'm just kind of a visitor in other people's world or lives, so I don't want to overstay my welcome. I was genuinely surprised with this camera's dual IS function. In a challenging environment where you can't stay still, you can capture super sharp details. I was very impressed with the results. Shooting the fine details of a place can help you to understand it better. Removing the low-pass filter means I'm able to capture more of those details and produce sharper images.
I'm Ben Samati, a wildlife photographer from Hungary. I'm here in Zimbabwe at Manapuz with the Panasonic G9. This time of the year is very dry, the animals are struggling to get water, but this area and Manapuz are so busy because of the Zambezi River, all the animals can get fresh water easily. The people usually visit Africa because of the big five, but as an action photographer, I spend quite a long time with monkeys because they are so human. You can see the babies carried by the mothers or fathers, they are really photogenic. I really enjoyed the autofocus of the G9, it's much faster. It's going from corner to corner, it's covering the whole viewfinder. Because of the contrast, the tracking is very trustable. In Manapuz, even if you don't have a guide, you can go out and you can take a walk in nature. But there are the same rules than any other place of the world. We have to know we are visitors here. We have to respect the animals and we follow their rules. When I'm working in bright conditions, it's very good to use the viewfinder. The viewfinder in the G9 is incredibly bright, large and clear. I can change the magnification and see all the information very clearly. The Leica f2.8 is one of the greatest lenses for wildlife photography because of the short depth of field, which make your focus more to the topic. It gives me very big flexibility. I could photograph from monkeys to elephants in variable light conditions. For me, as a European, I I was really afraid about African animals when I get there first time. But after 5 months, I just look, watch, learn about the behavior. If they want to attack you, they always give a sign. Having 5-axis dual image stabilization is another unbelievable thing of the G9. I was using the 100-400mm lens. The light conditions were quite low. I still can take quite long shutter speed without blurry images. The burst function is best, where you can guess what's going to happen in the next moment. It gives you much more chance to get to the moment what you're waiting for. 6K photo is a nice feature for wildlife because the camera is capturing all the time. Having such high resolution gives you the flexibility to crop for exhibitions or magazines. I get most of my success in Africa because of the flexible flip-out screen. I could photograph things from ground level, but I had no chance to laying down because of weather or dangerous situation. When you are on the field, you see, you smell, you hear, and all the experience, it's very, very rich. So that's why it's very important to take a high quality image, an image which gives other people the same feeling as if they would be here.
I have always been drawn to beautiful styles and interesting, vibrant places. That's one of the reasons I love LA. I've always found the city and its people really inspire me and my photography. I'm Viviana Galetta, fashion photographer, and with the Lumix G9, the streets are my studio. It's not just about the look, it's about getting to know who the people are. Features like the exposure dial are easy to use, helping me walk faster when chasing quick portraits of people I pass. This 4K photo function opens up new creative possibilities too. I can combine multiple shots to make some really interesting new compositions. I've teamed up with LA fashion designer Maria Stanley to showcase her latest collection. We're working closely together to make sure the outfits, accessories, location and model work well together for the best impact. When it comes to the shots, the G9 is so impressive, and its 20 megapixel sensor really brings the designs to life, capturing all the beautiful detail. The creative features make it so easy to achieve different looks and filters. I can see them all in camera, so I know the effect I'll get before I take it. The tilted viewfinder lets me shoot from more original angles. It helps me find a unique perspective. The dual limit stabilizer lets me shoot on the move and be responsive to moments of inspiration. Using the 4K photo function, I can also capture a whole sequence and choose my favorite frame as a still. I love to see people's reaction to my images. And when it comes to my photography, I know I can rely on the Lumix G9 to truly deliver on my creative vision.